the cooperation, collaboration at all levels in the audit profession is really, really important if we are to achieve. Nigeria is a nation, and so development should be at all levels, the federal, the state, and local government. This is the vision that we have, that it is necessary for us to collaborate at all levels for us to achieve much for our country. And I want to assure you, as we have started by collaborating with you at the state level, at the local government level, our assurance to you is that this process will continue in the interest of our country. And I must thank you very sincerely, because there are proposals we made, and we made an offer to you, and you willingly accepted and cooperated with us, like the two conferences we had in December 2018 and the one we had this year in February 2020. If you were not present in these conferences, we would not have achieved much. So I thank you for your cooperation to us in executing all these programs. On the international front, I want to also give you assurance. I have made it very clear at the international arena that Nigeria, as a federation, the auditing profession is quite large. While you have the Auditor General for the federation, you have Auditors General at the state and also for local government. And it is necessary that we extend a hand of fellowship in every capacity building, not only for the Office of Auditor General for the Federation, but it should be extended to Auditors General, states, and also for local government. And I'm happy to announce to you that this has been accepted, that there is need to build capacity, not only for staff at the Auditor General for Federation Office, but also at the state and local government level. So this will scale down to all the levels in Nigeria. Permit me also to say that Nigerians are looking up to us as auditors. We are lucky that we have a leadership in this administration that is giving us direction and charting a course to entrench transparency and accountability in Nigeria. A leadership that has acknowledged and recognized the fact that the auditing profession is key and significant in the fight against corruption. This has placed a huge responsibility on our shoulders as auditors, and we must rise to the occasion and embrace this for us to do everything to support the entrenchment of transparency and accountability, and invariably the fight against corruption in Nigeria. So I will urge all of us at all levels to ensure that we support the entrenchment of transparency and accountability and the fight against corruption. And how do we do this? By upping up our game. As you have stated in your address, our methodology in auditing must change. Rightly, you have mentioned about risk-based audit assurance here, and especially performance audit. When you look at our environment, it is time that financial and compliance audit, yes, fine and good, but we must begin to give proper attention to performance audit projects. And so I will encourage all of us at the state and local government level to begin to look at how we can employ, and do performance audit project. I think it will be very useful to us as a country, because there are some transactions that could pass the test when you look at the financial and compliance audit, but by the time you apply performance audits, it will be quite revealing the things that will come out from such projects. So it is time now that we really give prominent time in looking at performance audit project, as this will help to highlight very clearly the issue of value for money that is spent. So I will encourage us that we do that. As highlighted in your address, yes, we have introduced some reforms. I will appeal to you, as we have promised as an office, to share whatever manuals we have developed at the federal level, to share with you. And for your information, as we have stated earlier, we have been able to develop a team of dedicated trainers, and I will assure you that these trainers will be very willing to make available to facilitate training both at the state level and local government Auditor General Office. At your request, we will be very willing to do that. In our engagement, even with the World Bank and other development partners, this point has been made very, very clear to them. And I think we'll be engaging with you and also development partners how we can work together to build capacity at all levels of the auditing profession in Nigeria. The other issue for us to begin to think about is the issue of sustainability, sustaining the reforms and improving more and more on these reforms. The world has become a global village, and we must make up our minds to ensure that best practices that are going on globally are integrated into our programs in our various offices. And in doing that, the issue of sustaining reforms that we have introduced is very, very critical. An auditor must always remain current. We are living in a world that is changing very, very fast. And so the issue of training and retraining, that is the capacity building I've mentioned already, must take priority place in our various offices. And I want to say that even in our budgeting process, we should be able to emphasize this. I remember when I was with you in your 25th conference, which held in Kaduna, the representative of the governor has stated very clearly the the need for extending, support to the Office of Auditor General for local government in Kaduna. And I will use this opportunity to appeal to all state governors to give support to offices of auditors general, both states and local government, because the auditor should be a partner towards assisting government to ensure good governance in our country. So I make this appeal to all state governors for support to offices of Auditor General. Doing this will be helping the system for us to work together and to achieve much for the benefit of the citizens of this country. On behalf of the management and staff of Office of Auditor General, once again, I want to thank you very much for this visit. And I think your visit today is a mark of encouragement to us to do more. And like I've said, we'll be very, very willing to continue to collaborate with you in the interest of our country. Thank you very much. And you're welcome.